And we are live once again in the Great Brand Reset Project's episode 20, guys. 20. It's been quite a journey. 20 episodes in the blink of an eye. Maybe I should do a recap of how 20 episodes went down. If you guys think that's a good episode to have, let me know in the comments below, or just like, or just share, or let me know, or do a shout out how it feels like to do 20 episodes in a row. To me, it's definitely transformative, nothing short of that. For that being said, today's episode, we're going to be sharing something new again. As usual, we'll be sharing something new that I feel would definitely help you guys map out your thoughts even better after all the previous conversation. So today is about asking yourself, is your idea ready for the market? So sometimes we have a lot of good ideas, brilliant ideas, life-changing ideas, and we feel the good thing is that if you guys are watching this, you guys are action takers because you guys are not people who sit on ideas. Probably you're not even watching this, but you are probably action taker. You are taking that idea and you're running with it and you want to transform it into reality. But is the market ready for that idea of yours? Is your idea complete? Is your idea viable? So I'll try my best to answer those questions, sharing you guys some indicators, some measurements, or thoughts on how you can actually either minimize the mistakes or actually make your product a better fit for the market. And we'll try to share you guys how this can be done progressively. So I'm going to reveal to you my slides very quickly. Today's is your idea ready for the market? So once again, if you guys are watching this and you guys have questions for me, you guys want to engage in conversation, you guys want to expand more, where I will be sharing more soon in the Great Brand Reset Project group. Just because it's Eid and there's a lot of things going on right now, it's a bit slow, but I try to keep up with appearance in the live sessions. So quick recap of episode 19. You're spending time to understand the customers, you're understanding whether you have created the right value proposition, and you've tried to understand the persona, you piecing everything together, and you are very, very close. Actually, you pretty much have the product in mind. You are there. You kind of understand what is it that your clients, your audience, or your customers really need or want. And you have it all figured out by now. I mean, it's 20 episodes. If you guys have been following and applying each step carefully, thoughtfully, you should have arrived at somewhat close to a product or service that you can market out there. So that should be the case. And today we're going to see whether it's good fit, because we understand about objection handling, how our different customers, we are not dealing just customers who are living in a vacuum, we're dealing with them in different scenarios. So today, are you ready for the market? So there's three stages to your product development. And the first one is called the problem solution fit. Means on pen and paper, you did the canvassing, you did writing, you talk to people, and you arrive at this conclusion that you know what, the market needs this solution because there is this problem that exists, there's this gap in the market, and after much research and findings, this is the ideal solution. And we call that process the problem solution fit. And this is where you talk to people and they say, yeah, this is, I agree, this is the problem solution fit. And once you spend enough time with the problem solution fit, there's enough responses that agrees with your problem solution fit product or idea, you transit to the next stage, which is the product market fit. So product market fit is where things looks more refined, there's more shape, there's more form to this idea, there's added value, there's some visible outcome, there's some guarantees you can throw in as well. There is some momentum right now where people are willing to pay you for this idea or solution. And before, it was more, I will explain to you guys what's the main difference later on, how you can distinct between problem solution fit and product market fit. This where you start to understand, you start to be able to package the idea or solution into a product and you're able to sell it better. So that's a product market fit. And lastly is your business model fit. So business model fit and product market fit is very different. You need a good amount of revenue. You need to have some healthy margins, and you need to be sustainable to service before you can call your idea a business model fit. Now, the transition from problem solution fit to product market fit, I feel it's not too hard if you have all the right pieces at play, or you have the right tools, you have the right resources. You can bring an idea from pen and paper all the way to a minimum viable product or product that can sell. But to go from a product market fit to a business model fit, that is a huge wall to climb. I'm going to use a very simple example for those Singaporean audience, or I would like to use the example of home-based businesses. Those of you who are watching not in Singapore, home-based businesses are probably home entrepreneurs, and they're usually selling food items. So typically, problem solution fit, they might be talking about recipes. They may be sharing ideas. They may be sharing videos on how to cook. Okay, and that's a problem solution fit. Means you get people excited first. And product market fit is where they start to create their home-based business or their food items at home, and they start to sell to their immediate circle. They start to sell to people on Instagram. They start to sell to people on Facebook, on TikTok, and they sell in small batches. And what's going to happen is that they're going to do really well. So a lot of home-based businesses, they do really well at this point of time, but they will hit a ceiling whereby they are not able to produce at scale. They are not able to serve at scale with a healthy margin. They are unable to package or systemize their process. They can't grow, they can't scale. So we realize, yes, it's a product market fit, but they don't have a business model fit for the idea that they have. So how do we work around is going to know at each level what are your measurements, what are you going to be measuring, and what are the resources that you need to move from one stage to another. So this is an example. This is not a definitive example, but just an example of how it can look like as you progress through. So typically, for mine, it's probably marketing solutions, branding solutions for real estate agents. And what I can do, for my case, is that my problem solution fit is probably in the form of a lead magnet, like a podcast, a actionable PDF, or something that they can consume for free in their own free time. And it's for the huge masses, okay? And then comes the next level, which is actionable DIY, or with templates. I can sell a very small fee for the large audience. And then if I progress further, I can do a mass market webinar or a small, maybe a coaching for a big group, bigger group than usual. Maybe a small group coaching, but for slightly more expensive, slightly more modular, actionable results starting to show itself. And maybe we start to have a program that leads to an outcome. And then move out, small group coaching. And this will call, either we do maybe a 12 weeks coaching. And then if they don't want a 12 weeks coaching, maybe they want done with his solution, a retainer solution. That's another example. Those who are able to graduate from this done with his solution, that's where they are right, or I won't say the word right, they are ready to go to the final level, which is private coaching, typically one-to-one coaching. Or if they feel that the coaching, they don't have the time to sit through the coaching, they have the budget, some of them will go for done for you solution, whereby we really extract everything out of them and we provide them done for you solution. I think for real estate agents, the best example is if you guys observe Property Lim Brothers, those guys, I believe they're the best examples of what we call done for you solution. I mean, we throw a team at them, or like Gary V, we have a team follow you, and we really extract all content from you, we edit for you, and we post for you on your behalf. Done with you, we try to collaborate with you. We sit down with you, you share with us the content, we repurpose it later. Done it for you, do it yourself by we pass you the framework, you figure out how to use it to create content. So those are the levels. And problem solution fit, product market fit, and business model fit. These are the stages. Why I use this particular graph? Because as you progress through the stages, you kind of cross the checklist of having a healthy margin, having a system, having a good plan, having processes, because you can't really progress to the next stage without clearing all three or all these indicators. Then if there are some examples, there are outliers, there are people who are able to jump straight to the end, and yet they are still only a problem solution fit or product market fit. It happens. But if you're able to do progressively, it shows that you are ready to scale. You are able to scale. You understand what it means to scale. You know what it means to build a business model. So I still have to point it out that having sales doesn't mean you have business. So like I said, in the small businesses, the home-based business or home entrepreneurs, they make money, they are growing sales, but having a business is different than having an income or having sales. Sales is a function. Business is an entity. So we need to understand the difference. So some of you may argue that, hey, I'm able to sell my program, I'm able to sell my food, and I'm able to make an X amount of money. So that means I have a business. Yes, you do sort of have a business, but technically you're still self-employed. Having a business means you can remove yourself from the function and really manage the strategy. You are able to have a good margin. You are able to have processes, you have systems, you have procedures, you have people working with you, and you're able to remove yourself from the whole operations and focus on the direction instead. For sales, it's an active process. It's an active function. You're continuously doing it in order to sustain yourself. For business, you do more than just sales. You do marketing, you do planning, you do strategy, you do some work as well. You do business development. So you need to know the differences. And knowing the differences early on will allow you to understand where you at and where you should go next. So that's so let me just backtrack, get to the graph again. So some of you might be thinking, okay, I already have my value proposition and I want to test this value proposition by creating a lead magnet to ask people how do they feel about this value proposition. And then when you get enough responses for that value proposition, you start to create a curated response or a new solution based on the curated responses. And then if you get enough traction, you can start to offer it as a program. And when you have enough feedback, outcome, social proof, you can actually start to narrow down to smaller group of people to give them better results. Same stuff, but just better results. Means more attention because you can more. You're not selling based on experience and outcome. And the final level, you have the experience, you have the data. Now you are providing them guarantee. You're selling more on guarantee. You're selling more on assurance that things will work out. So it means it's going to be very high ticket, but you're going to put in every bit of resources to make things happen. So that's how the progression curve goes like. And in order to have a definite outcome, sometimes you need to hire talent, you need to manage people, at the same time manage your margins, manage your operation. That's why I said most likely if you reach that level, it is like managing a business and you're probably having a business model fit. So I hope that explains, I hope that clarifies, and that gives you an idea how you can actually progress from zero to a functioning business. And this is a step-by-step process. I love this model. Again, from Strategizer, really, really good stuff. I know you guys don't have the time to read, so just catch these short videos or just catch me instead. If you guys have questions or anything that I've revealed so far, I'll be more than happy to guys. If I am busy, I apologize because there's a lot of things on my plate right now. We are dealing with some new clients. It's Eid, and there's a lot of new development in our end as well. So I'll try my best to keep up the appearance and share with you guys more stuff. In the meantime, please like, share, comment. Let me know what you guys want to figure out or where you're stuck as well, so I can help you out. And I also will learn from the process as well. It can help more people. Okay, so that's all. Don't forget to join the group. Don't forget to share, comment, and in the time, take care, stay safe, and goodbye.